two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida's offense takes the field for the first time today. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting left.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Trying to set up the screen. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They feed him again. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball. Here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Gives it on the option. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy. Reese on the other side with Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarter.
The Sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got his man quickly. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of it's Hawkins. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really
Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. For better fortune this time around. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
They'll try the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Singleton. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a great lead. Football, I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off. When you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hucks it out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Turning it on! Wide open downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go. Quick. Double. 180.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, Tom.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Working to pass, it's Hawkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's Velez. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. LSU quick to the line. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Offenses love the explosive. Plays through the air, pushing down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught down. Going to get there, stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. On the run, it's Daniels. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time...
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's not even going to come close to the 1st down, and they'll turn it over. Offense in a bunch formation. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field.
Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
28, LSU, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Edwards.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gators will punt this one away.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quick release by the QB. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure.
There he goes. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a gap. It's Velez. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The snap sets up the throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators decide to punt it away. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds the tight end.
Man, you've created some great momentum. Getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. And starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on third. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Newton. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Velez. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Orlando. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this in a...
Turning it on! He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nailed me, Coughlin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orlando. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the flag.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes,